Men often think women are ghosting them intentionally, but the truth usually has very little to do with you. And no, it's got nothing to do with your looks. The woman who ghosted you has more matches than she could possibly communicate with, and she's looking for a real connection, not dozens of forgettable messages. Every time she puts her phone away without responding to you, there's a huge risk you'll get buried in her DMs. Guys, no reply is a reply. To avoid getting ghosted on dating apps, you need to use specific communication strategies that you'd never use in daily conversations. Until you change how you approach women online, you'll be left out of the dating game. In this video, I'll show you how to engage with a woman in a way that excites her so you can build chemistry and get her off the dating app as soon as goddamn possible. To avoid being ghosted, you need to start by understanding why women are ghosting you in the first place. So here's the simple truth. Women want to be pursued. Hell, it's why they're on dating apps in the first place. The number one mistake most men make is to let a conversation wither and die online for too long. To a woman who wants to be wanted, that says, I'm not looking to pursue you. A few messages make sense, but remember, you're on a dating app. People are there to date or hook up, so there's no need to text for days. Anticipation is a key component in dating, but too many men skip it because you're cutting out the mystery whenever you get stuck in a texting cycle. When you send your first message, you should have one goal: to get a response. This might sound obvious, but your goal isn't to find common interests. Tell her about yourself, ask about her day, or any of that boring stuff. That's why your first message should never include generic, boring intros, weird pet names or nicknames, anything sexual in nature, asking her out on a date, or other mood killers like memes you found, pickup lines you Googled, or any reference to her looks. Using any of these strategies increases your chances of being ghosted. She's got an inbox full of guys calling her beautiful. It's not original. Women immediately put walls up when it's the first thing you say. Remember, your only goal so far is to get a response. So your first message should include a compelling question. This question should be something your match immediately knows how to answer. Be based on a topic she wants to talk about. Let her feel like an expert, and be open-ended. Here's an example you can steal. I need a new TV show recommendation. What are you absolutely loving right now? This question lets her tap into a passion, is easy for her to answer, gives you a window into her personality, and is a launchpad for an engaging conversation. When she has 20 guys saying, hey, how's your day? But you're asking an open-ended question that makes her feel like you took the time to learn about her, two things happen. 1, you stand out like a bagpipe player in a library. 2, you show clear intent to learn about her. If you're constantly getting ghosted immediately after matching, the issue isn't your looks. You already scored a match, so she thinks you're cute. The problem is the quality of your first message. If you follow this strategy, you'll start getting replies. This puts you ahead of most men who never manage to start a conversation. As soon as she responds to your first message, your next and only goal is to build enough chemistry to get her off the dating app and onto a date with you. Again, this may seem obvious, but your goal isn't to text for hours or days and get to know her better or discuss specific topics. You can do those things in person, when she's not getting messages from 100 plus other guys. The chemistry you build, not how many days you message, determines whether or not she says yes to a date. To avoid being ghosted, turn your opening message into an engaging, short conversation that quickly builds up enough chemistry to ask her out. Guys, be hungry but never thirsty for attention. Where most men go wrong is to get caught in a needlessly long pattern of texting, whether it's Tinder, Hinge, Bumble, or whatever else. When this happens, your endless messages say, I'm not confident and I need reassurance that you still like me, which is the least sexy thing a woman can hear. Online dating is a numbers game. It happens fast. If you don't meet in person fairly quickly, interest is lost, and the moment is gone. 9 times out of 10, you're not ghosted because there was something objectively wrong with your messages. It's just that she preferred the conversations that felt more natural, fun, or flirty. If you're wondering when's the right time to ask her for a date, the answer is as soon as possible. Get the number. Get off the app. Get into a wine bar. You might get turned down when you ask her out. But this isn't being ghosted. It's called rejection, which men must face. The alternative is to chat about nothing for weeks without having the balls to put your intentions on the table, which isn't sexy and leaves you exactly where you started. Gentlemen, the risk of failure is the price of admission, and the courage to try is the foundation for more dates, hookups, and relationships. Now go and get swiping, lads.